What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Do I Want to Know with Marc and Mitch. My name is Mitchell Cairns. I'm one of the co-hosts of this show. And do we not have a special edition for you guys? We have a Girls Tell All episode. But before we get into all those details, let me introduce my partner here. He is the Rocky to my Creed. He is the Iron Man to my Captain America, all the way from Mississauga, Ontario, Marc Vicioso. Marc, what's up, man?
What's up, all fans? What's up, Mitch? I love those intros. I love when it gets into it. And I'm excited for what actually transpired before. So We're recording this intro a bit after, giving you guys a bit of an overview of what happened on it. So we're just coming back to you and letting you know what happened on the podcast. But before we get into what happened on it, we want to talk about where you can get the time codes below. So before every episode we post on YouTube, we have a description that's below, and it pretty much summarizes the whole episode. So we have had a lot of guests before. So there were 3 episodes before this: Alyssa, Ben, Pac, and we put in that as well. But we just want to make it known to you. So in case you have a busy schedule, you have something to do, look at those time codes below, and you'll see all the topics. You'll see when we want to talk about relationships, when we want to talk about open book, the question game in this one. Anything you want to know, it's down below. So you do that. But Mitch, what's up, man? Is everything good after that, you know?
Everything good. You know what?
Exactly.
Podcast went really smoothly. I don't know what I'm about to say. The girls were really great on. How do you know the girls, by the way? I don't think we answer that on the pod. How do you know them, Marc?
Yeah, so
about the guest on.
Yeah, the girls that are going to be on this podcast, so I'm in Saga, and in Saga we're a pretty close-knit group, so a lot of girls just come up and ask me questions, and then one day, I'm joking. Pretty much, I knew this girl, and she liked the podcast, and she wanted to maybe guest on. I was like, okay, we'll have to check our schedule, but then she said, hey, I have another friend, and we can really get open and honest about what girls want and different things, and have like a special episode like with 2 guests. And that was too good of an opportunity to turn down. So we said, all right, we're gonna make this a special edition. 2 girls, they tell all. And then this episode, you get a lot into it. You get fashion sense. You get learn about what simping culture means. You learn a lot. If you're a guy, if you're a girl, you're gonna learn a lot from this podcast, right, Mitch?
That's right, man. And you know what? I think that's where we should end it right now. We hope you guys enjoy the podcast. And Frankie, let's run that intro, bro.
Do I want to know is the question I'ma ask. I'm diving in deep, it's like a blast from the past. New guests every week, is that enough for your ass? Cause these men's have us chill, you best grab a coat. You can't handle the questions, you best leave the show. It's Mitchell Cairns and Marc Vicioso, the 2 kingpins, like Chewy and Solo.
And now to introduce for episode 4, our 2 very special guests here. We got 2 city girls, Larysa, I don't know exactly how to say her last name, and Teresa Nguyen. Larysa, maybe give us some context on how to...
Welcome to the show.
Larysa, how do you say your last name so the audience knows?
I just say Iwachow in English, but it's Iwachow.
Okay, Iwachow, whatever you guys want to call it.
Yeah.
But we just call her City Girl.
City Girl.
For the purpose of the podcast. So, Mitch, do you want to get into like what's going on in their lives? Like, we want to talk about that.
Tell us about how you guys are with COVID and everything.
Yeah, how are you guys dealing with everything?
Honestly, we just FaceTime each other every single day, talk about our issues, talk about our quarantine, and that's how we get through it.
And go to work.
Yeah, and go to work.
All right, so Teresa, I know that Larysa, we were talking a bit before about how we got you guys on the podcast, because we wanted to make a new thing, but this wasn't my idea. I sent Larysa the link to the podcast, but out of nowhere, I was asked to put you guys on. So what do you think? What are you expecting from this?
I have no idea what to expect. Anything Larysa says, I'll be down for, especially right now in quarantine. So happy to be here. Happy to see what's in store.
All right.
That's a good friend right here.
I think we might as well just go right into it. So let's just start it off. So today we obviously have 2 girls here, and they're here and they want to talk, and we want to make this episode a bit more on the living on the edge, if you will. So there's past episodes where you just like go into sports and stuff, but like you guys don't love the sports, but we have to sort of incorporate sports into the podcast because we are the sport board and we have like people here in relationships or maybe not. And you've seen guys before, obviously, through high school, college, or university, whatever you guys are in. So what we wanted to know was, is it crucial that a guy plays a sport? But if he doesn't, it's fine. But if he does, what sport is most attractive for a guy to play? That's what we want to know. So I'll pose the question first to Teresa to start off. Is it crucial that a guy plays a sport?
No, I don't think it's crucial that a guy plays a sport. I do think it's attractive if someone has a way to keep active. But I do like for guys, to have interests in like some things they do, to pass time, whatever. So
something they do on the side almost.
That's not Fortnite, by the way. That doesn't count.
That's not Fortnite. That seems like a problem. How about you, Larysa? Crucial that a guy plays a sport or more along the same lines?
No, yeah, honestly, same lines. As long as you're keeping like healthy and living a good lifestyle, it's all that matters.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah.
So healthy lifestyle, there's different incorporate like what you can say about a healthy lifestyle.
Yeah.
You could say one thing, healthy lifestyle, like you're living a healthy lifestyle, but like you just don't eat anything and you're on the couch and you're sleeping in. That's not healthy.
Okay, no.
Like,
Someone
are
that's
dad bods attractive at all?
That's a good question.
Listen, we don't discriminate. I don't discriminate over here.
There's no discrimination. So
no. It's all what's inside, you know?
Wow, there we go.
It's all about what's inside. So going off of that, what's inside. So like you're talking about like everything, and there's guys that obviously you find attractive. So what's an interest that you have that like that a guy has that would be very intriguing for you, like sort of a occupation or something that really would spark your interest? Be like, oh, he's into that, or like he does that for a living. That'd be interesting.
Who goes first?
You started talking.
Okay.
This is
Okay.
You guys can jump in wherever you want.
For me, it's like maybe not even a sport, but it's more of like if you're interested in one thing, let's say you're interested in cars, you're interested in like doing something, you have a passion for it, that's all that matters. Like, you have something that you like.
All right. So you want always somebody with at least a drive. How about
Someone has a passion.
Mitch, what do you think about that? Mitch is a very passionate guy, if you don't know.
Okay.
Mitch, he's very into his feelings and he's in tap with his emotional side.
Yeah,
so
I would say that.
Mitch, when you see a girl and she's do you want a girl to be like attractive and just have that's all she does, or you want a girl with something else to
well,
her?
It's always something else, but you do need to have that physical attraction though. Like you do. Like it might not be like a certain type, but unless you have a physical attraction, you should be good. But like they said, it's all about what's on the inside. We all know that.
Exactly. Like
what
mom bod, dad bod.
Mark, I want to know about you.
Well, like if we're gonna go off the beaten path, obviously we all prefer no dad bods. Like if we're gonna be honest, like if the guy's driven and the guy's like this, or the girl's like has a nice body, you're gonna be like, all right, it's gonna be, you're gonna dap yourself up. You're gonna give you one of the thing. But then it's the people, like you don't know if they're serial killers, you don't know if they're doing this, doing that. It's a tough balance trying to find what you want and what you have. So I just think it's all about balancing. But you hear that, guys? Sport word. You don't have to play a sport. City girls don't need you to play a sport. All they need is a drive and a passion. And
do you guys have a favorite sport though that you want a guy to play? Like if you had to choose.
Basketball.
Basketball.
Look at this, bitch. Look at this.
Both basketball?
Both
basketball or soccer. Yeah.
Soccer's second. Basketball.
Mark, what about you, man? Sure. Same question.
For girls, I don't know. Mainly just because like I work there. Probably at the Matamay, it's volleyball, because like that's just like the main thing. Like that mainly a guy would say, because I don't have access to go to many soccer games.
Big booties and stuff.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But you know what it is. But Mitch, did you want to go talk about the celebrity side?
Yeah. So moving on. One thing I want to talk to you guys about is everybody has their own fashion style, fashion sense. We want to know from you guys, what celebrity style do you want to resemble in your own look? Or what do you want, or what celebrity style do you right now resemble?
Interesting question. Me and Larysa have really different styles.
Yeah,
that's perfect. We love to hear both.
Perfect. I love deferring views.
We started with Teresa last time. Let's start with Larysa this time.
For sure.
I I don't know. I think my style is more like, I think it's a little more like chill and like girly kind of. Not very like edgy like Teresa.
Edgy. Whoa.
Yeah, I think she has totally different style. I don't know. What do
So
you
is there
think
any
your
like
style is?
some sort of like celebrity that you look at and then maybe you're on Instagram, you're scrolling through TikTok, you're doing something like that, and then you see a girl and you sort of not like you're actively trying to be like look like some
Look
girl
like them,
that
but
you've
you
seen
like their style.
like a Dixie D'Amelio or
I think
Aztec.
for
You
me,
like
it's like kind of just whatever I see and I like on someone, it's what it is. Like, I don't think there's one person that
Okay.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's hard. It's definitely hard to think of someone off the top of your head. I feel the same way. It's like you see like a lot of celebrities, their styles are pretty broad. Like, for example, let's say Kylie Jenner.
Yeah.
Like, I know that there's some things like Larysa could pull from her style, and I could too, even though we do have different styles. Like with her, like I like Kylie's more like, now that she's out of that Adidas contract, she's been wearing more Nike.
No, exactly.
Like
I do like sneakers.
Yeah.
Ooh, sneakerhead. Okay.
Yeah.
What's your
Just a
favorite
little
Jordans,
bit.
Teresa? If you have to pick.
That's a tough one. Okay, let's just say out of what I have, my favorite would be my Bread 4s.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
proper. That's
Yeah, I don't even know what those are.
Well, yeah, it's different. Like Teresa would like that, but would you say that there's some things that like different girls rock that like you can't wear? Like it's just like sort of like once you have a style that you know, like personally for me, I don't like to go too flashy. There's different rappers out there. Like if I was speaking personally, like I'm more Michael B. Jordan and Creed. Like he's wearing his Nike sweatsuit, wearing
Compare yourself to Michael B. Jordan there, man. Wow.
What do you mean? You know, we got Rocky over here. He knows what the deal is. You know?
All right.
I like to keep it clean. Like I'm not gonna go be wearing this 3 chains, wearing like ASAP Rocky, paint my nails. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's some certain things that you can't pull off in a way. So do you ever feel that sometimes, or is there?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
especially with like different body types and like even just because you know so many girls now they have that like crazy like hourglass figure.
We all got that.
Yeah. Working on it, but not yet.
Exactly. Summer 2K20. And
Yeah.
bouncing off of that almost. So you guys obviously like you've seen like there's one thing especially with like now and like a lot of girls like people are setting like like not unreachable but like beauty standards for like people in general in the world. They've gone like up, but they've also changed in a while. Like people don't want to just see like, oh, you have that like a 6-pack abs or like whatever it is for girls, like a slim chest, like whatever it is, like that's what girls have. But like you've seen somebody like Adele who used to be like not like the most healthy, but now she's gotten back into shape, and now her own fans are actually going against her, and they're saying they're going on Instagram being like, you've betrayed our community of some sort. That doesn't really make that much sense. So what would you have to say about people that would body shame for being skinny or body shame for being like trying to reach their best goals? What would you say to a person like that?
Well, I personally like my whole thing is just like, you know, you mind your own business. People do what they want for themselves, and I think it's great that she had a goal and like it's her transformation was crazy.
Exactly.
And I'm sure she's really proud of it. So I don't see why people should be bashing her for it. It's kind of funny, actually.
Exactly.
No, yeah, like there's so many YouTubers out there that have like all this weight loss and stuff, and people hate on them, like they're fans. But I think it's literally everyone else's, like no one else's business, you know, at the end of the day, because people get fat shamed, they get skinny shamed, they get everything shamed. So at the end of the day, no one's happy.
As long as you're confident in your own body, that's all that matters.
100%.
Mitch, what would you say? I know mine was Michael B. Jordan. The girls, they sort of had differing views, saying they like this, they like that. But Mitch, I know you had a person in mind, didn't you?
Yeah, I did. But like, it's not like I don't have his style because this guy's style is like too nice, like it's too fancy. But if I had the money and I can afford his style, I like Ryan Reynolds' style, kind of that casual, classy look. You know, I think he's got a pretty good style.
Does Mitch resemble a celebrity at all? If you had to pinpoint.
Oh,
I'm not good at celebrities.
Don't do that.
But
don't do that.
I don't know.
Actually,
don't do that, Marc.
I don't know.
Saying, you know,
Marc, I know you have a name in mind.
For me, I was gonna say Chris Evans, you know, Captain America type vibes.
I like kind
I'll
of see
take
that.
that. You know what? I'll take that. I'll definitely take that.
That's a good compliment.
He's a big
Very
Avengers
nice
fan
comment. I'm
over
surprised,
there.
Marc, especially from you. I'm surprised about that.
Of course. So now moving off. So we've touched a bit on sports and like what you guys find attractive with a guy doing. We've touched on this, but now we want to talk about something that a lot of our fans. So before you came on the podcast, I did a little like survey, if you will, a little sneak peek survey, and see like what people want to know about like when you guys come on, because obviously two girls come on, and we're taking a little bit of a step forward. They want to know like what they almost want to take. Guys want to know what girls want, so when they go into something, they know what to expect almost. So what we want to know, like with the advent of social media apps such as Tinder, TikTok, various others that like are already out there, simping or simp behavior has been like a major topic of discussion. So many times you get like a lot of TikTok videos are like, remember back in the day when you could actually tell a girl that you liked her, and then like this simping is like you're not considered a simp. So what we want to know is, what is the line of simping? Like what is going over the line? What is considered simping, and what is considered you're just being nice, and what is considered you're being an asshole? That's what we want to know.
It's funny because me and Teresa talk about this
talk
all
about
the
this
time,
all the time.
like every day.
Perfect.
Every day, look at this.
Literally every day. I think there's two different types of simps. There's simps that are like all up in your face, constantly telling you you're this, you're that, I want to see you, like all this. But I think the best type of simp is like someone who just randomly gives you compliments out of the blue, but just not too much. Like you're into me, but not too into me.
Yeah.
You know,
Exactly.
like there's a good mix. I don't know.
Yeah, like you don't want to be suffocated by the simpness.
Exactly. So
But,
we'll go ahead.
Yeah, but like at the same time, you know, every girl wants to be complimented and like be told like that like the guy they're talking to wants to chill with them, or like what they think about them and things like that. So just like I feel like it's different for every girl. You kind of have to feel it out and see how she reacts to it.
Yeah.
So would you say is there like a guide or a rule book for you guys that you could give a guy to say, this is what I would consider like simp behavior? Like, is it going to be like if he texts you 6 times a day, you know, you're going to be like, whoa, back off. Like, you know, like I need some time some time to think.
Marc and I need
100%.
this. We need this. That's why we're asking.
No,
Of
someone
course.
that's like constantly like hitting your line, and like let's say you're busy or something, and like someone's like, why aren't you answering me? Like, what are you doing? Like, I wanted to see you. Like, that's like crossing the line. That's like you're crazy simp.
That's needy. That's
or
really
like when they get like upset because like
and you're not even
because you're not replying or something, but like
Hmm.
you're not even at that stage where you're talking yet, then that's a little too far.
There's also different times of like what are you talking. A lot of the guys that I think have these questions are very bad with timing. So the timing terrible with timing, because we had a conversation on the last podcast, which is good to bring up. So we had sort of a thing that we asked Pac, and it's sort of pertaining to this. So we said when a guy likes a girl, he wants to go 100% in. But then we were talking about how sometimes 100% is not the way all the time. You know, you can't always be showing like
everything.
You can't show your whole cards, your whole deck right away. You got to leave something to the imagination.
You have to have the mystery.
Leave a semblance of mystery.
Romance needs mystery, 100%.
Girls love that. When you have a little bit, like something's intriguing about you, we love that. We want to figure it out.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
but don't play
get to the bottom of it. Not too many games. Play some games, but if you're leaving me on red for like 12 hours, I won't be there.
Yeah.
So there's a limit to the amount of games that could be played. Mitch,
for sure.
Yeah, Mitch, what would you have to say about the topic?
Well, just the whole topic, like we said already.
Sort of like if I'm gonna go specific, like in past times, I'm not gonna bring up anything obviously, but like, what would you ever say you crossed the line into simp territory, or have you always like based on of what they've said, or do you think you've just always kept it cool?
I think I am. I do have the tendency of not stepping on the line saying like, oh, where were you? Oh, you didn't. I've never done that.
Yeah.
But I am the type to like, if I am talking to a girl or if I'm dating a girl, to like put her on like a pedestal already, you know? I am the type to that. Some of my friends might be like, oh, you're a simp for doing that. But I'm like, it's what you got to do. It's like respectful kind of thing, I think at least. So
40-year-old virgin. Sorry, Frankie, put the pussy on the pedestal. You can't. I couldn't help myself. I'm sorry, Frankie. I had to say it. I had to
It's just the type of guy. I'm not the one to like I said, cross the line text, like where I have it to know where you are at all times or anything. I'm not like that, but the sense of just, yeah, I do put girls on pedestals, basically.
We love a low-key simp.
Yeah, low-key simp is the best type of simp. Like, you want to feel like you're the only girl in the world when you're with someone.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I know people like that. People like to show, like, that you are the only girl in the world, so.
Yeah.
You gotta do.
I feel like simp has almost become the new nice guys finish last. Like, that's sort of what we have evolved to. We haven't, because nice guys finish last, somebody says that, you're like, get the fuck out of here. Sorry, Frank. Sorry again. Like, get out of here. Like, we don't need to hear this. But, like, now they say simp, it's like, it's different because obviously people have different needs that they want fulfilled at different times. And sometimes it can be like, a lot of guys are going to be like, oh my God, like, they're saying they want this, but not too much of that. But I think you guys have given a clear insight into what it is.
Mark, have you ever simped?
Have I ever simped? Like, I'm just a genuinely caring person, you know?
Oh,
like,
you are, huh?
I'm a genuinely caring person.
We know you are. We know you are. You're a nice guy.
I won't purposely, like, if I see a text or I see something, I'm not going to be like, oh, purposely, like, ignore it, you know? Like, I'm just the type,
really?
Like, I don't like the notifications type to read. Like, I just read it right away, and then if I want to respond, I respond. That's sort of what I've done. And
so, wait, are you a fast replier then?
Am I a fast replier? I don't know. I'd like to think I'm a decent
What's considered a fast reply though?
Yeah.
Like right when I send someone a text, do they send me back one? Like,
what would you consider a fast
I think
reply?
that's a little creepy, to be honest. If I send someone a text and it's like right back, I'm like, okay, I'm taking a second to be like,
yeah, like take a few minutes. Like
that's how Larysa Snapchats me though. I swear before I hit send, she already responds.
Okay, but that's to you.
Oh, Teresa and Larysa, they're the best of friends. Also, touching on this, just so like the audience knows, you guys have been best friends for a while?
Since like grade 11.
Yeah, yeah. We had like a class together and we sat next to each other and
just laugh. Yeah, sorry.
Sorry, Frankie.
Frankie has been on the ropes the past couple minutes after this.
How long have you guys been friends?
Me and Mitch?
Yeah.
Well, me and Mitch have been about since September. I walked in a sport media meeting, and then he came up to me. We were in a class of like 80 people, and then Mitch, I think, or maybe I went up to Mitch, and then we started talking about football, but we didn't really get to.
I think the first time, Mark, is when a guy that was like doing the orientation for us asked us who wants to play on the sports media flag football team.
Oh, yeah.
You and I were the only two that went up to ask him about it.
I know. But I didn't even end up playing with that guy. But whatever his name is. I think he wanted to be my mentor. But yeah, Mitch, Frankie, and there's a guy called Ben that was on another episode of the podcast.
He does our intro, too.
Yeah, he does the intro.
Okay.
He sung the intro. And we're a sort of a close-knit type of guy, so we sort of just talk, shoot the shit, you know, just have a lot of fun, like boy stuff, you know, like
boy stuff. Okay.
Boy stuff.
Sometimes, you know, like there's some things you can't say to girls that you can say to guys, you know, and the same thing goes.
I have a question for you boys.
Sure.
Ooh.
Do you guys talk to your friends, like to your guy friends, about girls?
Yes.
Yeah, of course.
Of course.
Of course.
Really?
We don't keep that private. We don't say everything, but we do talk about it.
But definitely less than girls.
What about when you're like getting serious with a girl?
Yeah.
Do you talk about it to your guy friends?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I do. I don't know about Mark, but I do.
I feel like guys in general, like once they talk about it, like it's almost harder for them to keep a secret. But yet the girls, like a lot of the girls, when they know something, they're like the masters of keeping a secret. Like they're masters of getting information that they need to get. You know what I mean?
We could get anything.
We can find any person.
Like, you know, like that's what I feel. Like girls, it's been like, it's also in pop culture, like girls gossip. But guys, we don't like, I wouldn't say gossip, but I'd say the guys, our main thing, like if we're going through a problem or issue that we really need like guy help on, then we'll say the issue just as it is. But like they won't give us as many like solutions as much like advice or like stop doing this, you know, like why are you doing that?
Yeah, and going back to when you guys saying like when you know a girl's serious, it's more like you're with your buddies and you're like, oh, how's whatever her name is, like how is she? And you tell me like it's going good, like it's serious, like
you just leave it at that, right?
Yeah, it's something simple like that. Just it's not like you have to go like, oh, you know, in that time she's the one, and then I go and run and tell Mark saying, yo, Mark, she's the one.
I feel like girls,
that,
like we just say everything, like every single step we know.
Wow. See, Marc, we might need to be like that more often, man.
Nah, I don't know, but I don't need to know everything, Mitch. I think guys, that level of mystique on the guys, we know
I'm
what
joking,
Mitch does.
Please don't call me with your problems, please.
Nice that. I FaceTime you every once in a while.
We do, man. We have our moments, man.
Also, another thing is, are you guys more FaceTimers or callers when you guys talk to each other?
For sure. Every day I come home, Teresa.
Teresa,
Yeah.
So it's always good to know. Like us, it's more like group chats or stuff like that. So it's good to know the different perspectives of how guys and girls like process information.
And guys on FaceTime, they can't look at each other either. If you guys didn't know that,
it's
they
really
cannot look at each other. So if you're on FaceTime, like if we're on FaceTime right now, the guy's like, "Yeah, what's up, man?"
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah, it's good.
It's just a thing. It's a guy thing. It's like,
I really don't know, but it's how it is. Either they're playing something else or like their attention's somewhere else. I guess I don't know.
That's so weird. Do you FaceTime girls like that?
No, if you're on a FaceTime with a girl, like you want to see their face on a FaceTime.
You gotta give them the attention. Like you gotta give them that attention. If you look away, it looks stupid. Like why are you trying to FaceTime them?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, I see.
FaceTime's that type of thing. But I think that's about it for the questions. And it's been great so far. There's a lot of stuff that we learned, but it's not over yet. There's another segment that's yet to come. But we're gonna bring back in Frank the Tank Eye and Torno.
That's
Frank
right.
The Tank Eye and Torno.
There
What's
he
up,
is.
my brother?
Okay.
Frankie.
Whatever.
What's up? So before we get into the producer's corner, we have a sponsorship here at TSB, and I think you wanted to go and tell us a bit about it.
Of course, as always. So at TSB, the Sport Board, Do I Want to Know podcast, we are sponsored by Well Vodka Infused Lemonade. It's a great product, very good for the summer. All I know is that when this sun's outside, I'm drinking one of these, I'm sipping one of these, I'm chilling. It's a great Canadian-made product. You gotta love it. It's available at your local LCBO. Go and buy it. It's perfect for the sun and perfect for this quarantine. Let's go.
Of course.
Right.
Larysa, Teresa, have you heard of the Well product? We're very interested to know.
No, but after that explanation, I might just have to
pitched it
go
well.
buy one.
So you can find it at your local LCBO.
Cheers, Frankie.
Yeah, they got. I didn't get one. Look at these guys. Look at this producer. He doesn't give me the well bottle.
Next time you come, don't worry.
Of course, next time I visit Casa and Torno. But Frankie, so you've heard and you've been listening to a lot of the conversations that we've been having. So this is Producer's Corner. We want to know your thoughts on the situation at hand. What do you think so far?
Yeah, so I think this has been a very interesting episode, actually. I'm taking in information, I'm learning, and I have quite a bit to say, actually. So for starters, in response to Marc's whole Adele thing,
okay,
just to clarify for our listeners, the problem was not with Adele losing weight. The problem was with people saying, "Oh my God, you look so good now," and her fans were like, "Oh, well, she's always looked good to us. Why are you just saying she looks good now?" That kind of thing.
Okay.
That makes more sense to me.
That makes a lot more sense.
Yeah.
Because the way Marc explained it, I was like, "Oh man."
Oh man.
Frankie was gonna lose it.
I don't know. I read stuff, That's what.
Don't worry, Marc. I know.
You did.
And then I something interesting was said. I do agree with this whole, if someone's too skinny, then they're skinny shamed. If someone's overweight, then they're fat shamed. I feel like, people naturally, like I'm not talking about like these celebrities with their plastic surgery. Naturally, people come in all different shapes, sizes, ethnicities, and you gotta love it all. You gotta respect everyone because what's on the inside. If someone's an asshole, then you can do whatever you want to them. As long as people are nice to you and they mean well and they're genuine people, you gotta love it. Gotta love it.
And how about our last topic? What did you have to think about that when we talk about the simp behavior?
Oh, you see, it is a very fine line, and I'm not gonna lie. Okay, I have a girlfriend, so
Look at this, Frankie.
He's got a girl.
Frank the Tank.
Let's go.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm a bit of a simp for my girl naturally. Like I'm not like crazy like, texting her every 2 seconds. Oh my God, where are you? But she's my girl. I support her. I compliment her, and I feel like once you're in a relationship, the line between being a simp and being like
a good boyfriend or girlfriend.
Yeah, I feel like the line kind of shifts along with the.
I think it's gone once you have a girlfriend. Like,
I wouldn't say gone though. It's never
not
gone.
But like, if you've been with her for a while,
too. Like, I don't think that's healthy in a relationship. You know what I mean? If someone's like overly protective.
Oh, that's toxic. That is 100% toxic.
Like, I think you can still go too much in a relationship, like too overboard in a relationship. Mm-hmm. But as a relationship evolves, the line of what's considered a simp also slowly kind of moves along as well. So
Teresa, Larysa, would you agree with that? Like, do you not like if a guy's overprotective almost? If you guys have ever been in relationships, if overprotection, it's almost like a thing?
Yeah, if you tell me what to do, then
yeah. Like to a point, you know, like obviously like you want them to have your best interests in mind and like protect you, but if they're trying to like control like what you wear, where you're going, who you're with, then
who
like
you can and can't see.
That's when it becomes a problem. And even like sometimes like they won't say it, but they'll just get mad at you just for
so you'll know.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, like obviously if my girlfriend messages me, oh, I'm gonna jump off a bridge, I'm gonna say like, no, don't jump off the bridge, right?
That's extreme.
But you know, if she's going out, like, okay, do your thing. Like, I'm in a relationship because I trust you. You know what I mean? That's the most important. Trust.
And also, like, as you know, your relationship progresses, you also get to know each other better and like your interests. And so I feel like that's where the simp line kind of shifts, because you sort of know the limit now instead of just at the beginning when you're not sure like what you should be doing or like how much is too much.
All right. Thank you, Frankie, for those thoughts. But now we're going to shift and we're going to go on to the open book segment. But this time, open books changed a bit. Since we brought two guests on and we have two girls here, we didn't want to make it the same old open book because we wanted to give you guys a little different taste of things. So, Mitch, you want to explain what open book is first before we get into that?
Yeah. So, open book, if you've watched the show before, is a spot where we want our guests to be put in a vulnerable situation. So where they're open up about their experiences, their own personal thoughts, ideas. That's the whole point of it. It's that you're open. So yeah, that's what's about. So don't worry, it's nothing that big. It's all good. But Marc and I were talking, and we decided, because it's a special episode, a girls tell all episode, we're gonna play a game with it. Okay? So what we told Frankie, our producer, was create 8 questions. Each one of us will have to answer 2 questions, and we'll go around in an order. So all of us have to answer 2 questions, but if you do not want to answer the question, you can pass it on to somebody else. Everyone has 1 pass on.
Only one pass.
Only one pass. Only one pass. So you got to know, if the question is iffy, you might want to answer it because a worse question might come back and hit you. All right? So that's basically the game. If you already answered 2 questions, you don't have to answer anymore.
Okay.
All right, that's basically the game. So now I'm gonna.
So wait, we should figure out the order first. So do you want to go like it goes?
Well, ladies first always, Marc. Go ladies first.
My bad. My manners are just done. All right, so I guess we'll go. Since we started with Teresa, we'll go back. So Teresa, then Teresa. My bad. That wasn't even English. Teresa, Larysa. Then I'll go. Then Mitch goes. Is that cool?
Okay. Cool.
All right. Perfect. So Frankie, you got the questions.
I got them.
Teresa's first. Let's go.
Hear him.
On my little question card here. So.
Weird.
Don't worry. Some of them are hypotheticals. Hypotheticals.
Okay.
Happen. Interesting stuff. Just a way for us and for the viewers to get to know everyone better. So, perfect. You can party with one celebrity for one night. Boy, girl, doesn't matter. One celebrity. Which celebrity are you picking?
Ooh,
interesting.
That's a good one.
Interesting.
I've heard Drake's house parties are pretty legendary.
Yeah.
So, might have to say that, and I really want to see his house.
Interesting.
Which
one? Which one though?
The one in on Bridal Path.
Okay. Look at this.
Let's go. Interesting story. When I worked at a sports camp down the block from it, we passed his house for construction every single day. From like when it was like nothing to when it was built, it looks like Buckingham Palace.
Yeah.
Like, it is just nuts. I can't believe it.
Yeah, like the art inside, like his like Hermes like decor, like it's crazy.
Yeah, it's absolutely nuts.
So Teresa is gonna be going to Drake's house with
Yeah.
Champagne Poppy
We all
out there.
better
You
get
already
an
know.
invite.
And
We
I'm
all
gonna
get
bring
invite. No, we all
Larysa.
get invite.
Oh,
I
Exactly.
gotta bring all of us with you. Gotta bring all of
Okay,
us.
I'll bring all of you. I'll bring all of you.
All right,
Here we
she gets a
go.
+3. The first person to get a
+4.
+3 to Drake's house.
+4.
Frankie's got to come, of course.
Yeah.
Obviously, I gotta
Frank
come
the
back.
tank. You can't forget about him.
Mark, man, you forgot about
I
Frankie.
did. I was thinking, my bad, Frankie. I thought, my bad.
What? I'm not gonna edit any
I'll
of your
give you
parts.
my invitation.
All of your parts are just gonna go on the whole time. I have the power. I control who looks good, who looks bad. Don't underestimate my power.
All right, it's Larysa's turn. Frankie, second question.
Okay, let me look at my card. Okay, so, earlier in the show, we talked a bit about personality and how it's the vibes, the personality, all that stuff that matters. But now, we're gonna dig a little deeper, okay? We're gonna go past the personality. Say these two hypothetical people have the same personality, okay? Which would you prefer
To what? To date?
to date?
There we go. Okay. I know it's not for me. I'm just helping out, trying to make
Yeah, I was
it
a little
easier.
I appreciate it. Guy number one, really, really ugly, but really, really rich, like Prince rich. Or really, really poor guy who's really, really good looking.
Hmm.
Which one are you picking? Which one are you going to be in a relationship with?
Do they have the same personality?
Same personality, both decent people.
The ugly one.
Got a girl.
Look at
Everyone was
this.
stressing.
Not giving, but we didn't even explain how poor the person was.
Okay,
Poor, like,
but
He
here's
said
the
really,
thing.
really poor. We
There-
see a lot of people like
Yeah, we see that. But
working
like,
at the bank.
thing is, at the end of the day, you can build something together, like as a couple. You know,
It's
like
all about the personality.
yeah,
It's all
that's
about
what
what's
I'm saying.
inside.
And you could always build like whatever your empire.
Next, okay. So this one's a little more of a personal question, more about your personal experiences. So, Mark, me and you, we've gone out a bunch of times. Mitch, we've gone out.
Yeah.
We're back to our first guest and Ben. We've all gone out. We've had some fun times, right?
Of course.
But I want to know, what is the craziest thing you have ever done drunk?
Oh my God.
I want to know because
Do we have time? Do we have time?
one thing.
I know.
Let's hear it.
All right.
I know me and Mitch both have a night in mind.
All right. I'll give a story. I'll give some context.
I think I might know this.
Who knows this?
Oh, everyone
knows
knows
this?
this. Okay.
This
Larysa, you know this?
I think I do. Okay, go.
All right. I don't know if you know this. So maybe you do. Maybe you do. So there was one night of fate. I'm gonna call it a nice night in November. Me, Frankie, and Ben. We just finished our class. It was a Friday, and I was looking a bit disheveled at the time. I wasn't on my 365, so I wasn't on my grind. I wasn't like doing that. Like I was sort of the freshman 15 was very apparent, I'd say. But I was still like a lovable guy, you know. So me, Ben, Frankie, we're walking around, and then we're doing this, and then Frankie's like, "Oh, go get a porchetta sandwich." So I'm like, "Okay, let's get a porchetta sandwich." So we eat that, we do this, and then Ben says, "Yo, I know a guy for a haircut because we're gonna go party at a club tonight, door 3. Come with us if you're down." I said, "I'm down, right?" So I finished porchetta, go get my haircut. I'm super nice. The haircut was super crucial in this because the haircut gave me that confidence I needed that night. But it was a death sentence, if I may say. So I go home because I had to come home from Toronto to Saga, back to Toronto.
I love this story, man. I love it. You keep.
I fill up a water bottle with about half full of like a Dominican spirit, if you will. So it was like a Dominican spirit, and I was like, all right, poured it in, and it was there. So I had that. So I'm Ubering all the way to Ben's on Park, like where he's not there anymore. He was at Parkside at the time. So we go in, and I'm ready to go. It looks like a lit night. So I'm having the Dominican spirit, have my mango juice as my chase, and then I'm like, all right, say less. Then Ben's like, yo, Mark, hop on the Bacar or the Smirnoff, whatever it was. Hop on it. I'm like, say less. So I finished my Dominican spirit, half of it, and then I had almost about a quart. I'm going to say more, a half of a Mickey of vodka. So at this point, I'm not a lightweight by any means. I'm a heavyweight. But at this point, I was already done. So we're in the Uber. Everything's fine. Then we're in door 3. We're going in through everything. We're going through the motions, this and that. And then what we learned was that it's on my boy Andreas, another part of the sport board. It was his birthday. So I was like, whoa, it's your birthday. Say less. We're turning up tonight. So I said, all right. So he has this whole thing. What was it, Frankie? What did he have? Was it what were the shots that he had?
I wasn't there. I was out there doing my thing with my girl.
Oh yeah. You had that.
You should be. Good for you.
Good for you. Okay, I forget what it was, but I think it was Grey Goose. Yeah, I think it was a bottle of Grey Goose. So he's like, keep pouring me shots. All right. So I'm like there. I'm about 5 shots deep. Then next thing I remember, I'm in bed. But a lot of stuff happened from this point. So Ben's perspective, the craziest shit that happened. So when this was happening, I blacked out. Leaving the club, Ben's going out. And then they're drunk too. And then they're like, boys, Marc, we haven't seen Marc for 50 minutes, an hour. Where is Marc? They go back into door 3. They're knocking on the doors, seeing everything. Ben goes into the washroom. He knocks on each door. He's like, Marc, you in there? Marc, you in there? Marc, you in there? Then he finally reaches the last door. And he's like, he's got to be in here. He knocks in. He's like, Marc, get up. Where, are you in there? One security guard comes. Open the door. Sorry. 2 security guards come. Open the door. And I just say, no.
No. Oh.
I just said no.
It probably was like a promise no ever. It was like, no. Just no. No.
Yeah, like I said no. I'm like, no. So then finally, like after a bit, they're still knocking. I just open the door calmly. I walk out. And then I'm at Hero Burger. And then he said, do you want anything? And then I just threw up all over Hero Burger. So that was that was my night from hell. And I woke up the next day. I had jeans on and everything. Next day, I woke up in a Broncos sweatpants and a hoodie on a couch, and I felt real death.
Wow.
So that was
Marc, I'm not gonna bring up any more of it, but there's more disgusting parts from that night that we're not gonna bring up here, man.
It's okay. Everyone's had one of
Everyone's
those.
had that night. I know.
So if you want to know that, I know which one Larysa was talking about now.
Yeah.
She was talking about another one. That one that one just it's terrible time. But that
I
one
know that one, but okay, whatever.
We'll talk about that. Well, I'll call you
Do that another time.
Frankie, you got Mitch's question. Let's go.
Yes. Hypothetical that can throw a wrench in an entire relationship. So you have 2 options here. They're all bad options. Like both of these are really bad. Like I don't wish this upon anyone.
All right. What is it, Frankie?
For you have to pick. You have the choice. You can either watch your parents' sex tape or have your parents watch your sex tape. What are you?
Oh my God.
Okay, before we even get into that, first off, my relationship with my parents is not bad.
That's what I said.
Yeah,
I know. And I said it absolutely terribly on the first episode. That's how we came up with Open Book. So like my parents would tell me Open Book, I would tell them everything that's going on in my life. That's what this whole Open Book thing came across. So I do have a good relationship with my parents. That's the first thing I want to say.
But the question, Mitch.
Like what the? I don't want to.
Are you gonna use your pass?
I'm gonna use my pass.
Okay, who are you gonna pass it to?
You could pick someone to pass it to. Who are you gonna pass it to?
We got one saying, "Don't pick me. Don't pick me." I would say Marc, but I don't want to use you because that's like an obvious option.
Looks like Larysa's the only one left then.
I'm gonna go with Larysa then. Yeah.
Ooh.
Why me?
One was going this, and Marc is Marc.
Can I pass it on?
No.
No.
Yes, but it's your one pass though. You could get something worse.
I'm gonna give it to Teresa.
There we go.
Nobody wants to answer this question.
Kind of
The fucked up question.
You don't know how it's gonna be down the
I
line.
just don't want my mom hearing this.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I think I would have to say I'd rather watch my parents than have them watch me.
You know that's low key.
Like yeah.
Really?
Like I think I can maybe get rid of the fact that like I watched it. Like how much am I watching of it? Like
Yeah.
Like if it's like 5 minutes, there was like covers. You know what I mean? But if it was full sex tape, Ray J, Kim Kardashian,
Okay, let's not.
I don't want to.
I don't want to go that far.
Everyone's seeing a different image in their head right now. Stop saying words right now. Just stop. Let's stop.
Yeah, let's go to the next question.
Okay.
Yeah, that's good.
It's Teresa's turn, but since Teresa has now answered 2 questions, it now turns to Larysa's turn.
That's right.
It's his turn. Okay.
Give her a bad one.
No.
A lie.
So, here's an interesting question.
Oh, here we go.
Hypothetically, you wake up one day, you look in the mirror, nothing's there. You're invisible for one day. You have one day where you're invisible. No one can see you. What are you going to do in your one day? Because there is some crazy stuff. I'm not going to make my life harder. Crazy stuff that you can do. You could steal a car. No one will know it's you. You can commit various crimes. You can do whatever you want. And no one will know it's you because you're invisible. What are you going to do in your one day? Invisible.
I'd go to Drake's house.
I feel like
that was a layup. That was a layup. You're gonna go to Drake's house invisible?
Yeah.
Like you don't want Drake to remember you?
No, because then I could just sneak in, right? No one's gonna
then
know.
I guess.
I could go into his vault, no one's gonna know. You can go drive his cars.
So we're bringing it back to
driving cars now. Okay, cool.
I can appreciate it. All right.
I sense a theme. I sense a theme
on this podcast. Okay. All right, Frankie, I guess it's my turn now. We got 2 questions left.
Okay. So, same beginning of the question. Same beginning. You wake up one day, hypothetical.
Everything's
You wake up as a female. What is the first thing you do? First thing you do, one thing. The first thing you do if you woke up in a woman's body.
First thing I do.
Easy.
I mean, I think you know what I would say. Like, I'm not gonna say it.
Easy. That's so easy.
What is it?
That's Marc. Are you gonna pass it? I'll answer it.
I'm not gonna pass it. Like, okay, one thing that I'm gonna do in the whole day. Like, does it have to be something like big?
Just one thing you would do.
What's the first thing you're doing?
All right, I would look down and then take a nap.
What?
I don't know what to do. Okay, I'm passing it to Mitch. I'm done.
You pass it to me.
I'm passing it to Mitch.
This is obvious. I'm checking myself out. Going to me, I'm seeing how I look. That's one.
What kind of answer is that?
You show up as a girl. You want to see what you look like, no?
So you're gonna say the main thing you're gonna do in your day is look in the mirror?
No, what's the first thing you're gonna do?
The first thing I'm doing is checking myself out.
No, what's the first thing you're gonna do after you see in the mirror that you are a girl? That's when you realize.
All right, once I recognize that I'm a girl,
oh,
I guess I'm gonna go to fiction, and then I'm gonna get in for free before 11. That's what I'll do. That's what I'll do. That's my answer.
All right, that's the answer.
Okay.
All right.
So, question for Mitch now. Question for Mitch. So, Mitch, if you are arrested with no explanation for what you are arrested for, what would your friends, your family assume that you were arrested for? What's the first thing that they would think that you got arrested for?
I don't know, actually. I'd be like,
can I say what I would think? Can I say what I would think?
You know what? I don't. Okay, we'll give my answer. Then Marc, you can tell me what you think. Are we being legit, or doing something like stupid here? Like
legit. What would it be?
Yeah, like within the parameters of the law, what could you possibly get arrested for?
Nothing bad. I don't do bad things. I'm a good guy. I'm a nice guy. I'm a good boy.
Well, hypothetical Mitch was arrested, so obviously you did something. What are people assuming?
Shoplift. That's my guess. That's not bad. I don't think.
I'm gonna say assault.
Oh, that would have been it. Yes, I would have punched someone. That's bad.
Mitch has a temper sometimes, so I would have gone with a little bit of assault there, but you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
Was that the last question, Frank?
I think there's one more for Mitch.
Oh, okay. Back to back. All right, go quick.
It's an easy one. Easy one.
Cool.
You're allowed one food for the rest of your life. What food are you eating?
I think everyone should have this question to end it. Just saying, but I'll answer.
Everybody has a question.
Everyone can give an answer. Easy question.
One food?
One food.
I gotta go with like pizza. I love pizza. I gotta go with pizza.
Mitchell.
What's wrong with pizza's my favorite food, especially because I don't eat it. Like it's my favorite food.
All right, I'm going with parfait.
Oh, nice little yogurt parfait for Mitch.
You suck, Marc. Marc, you suck. You suck. You suck. No, you suck. Okay. All right, cool. Be like that.
What parfait? Nobody knows what parfait means.
It's the yogurt, right?
Yeah, of course. I just want a
Why
parfait.
would that be your favorite food?
No, it's a joke because I have a parfait every day with my whole workout schedule, and like in class I have a parfait, so all the guys call me parfait. That's the joke behind it.
Go to Tim
Not another joke.
instead of getting like a coffee.
Yeah, like it'd be like they get a coffee at Tim Hortons, and I would ask for a parfait. That's what I would do. That's what. Which, by the way,
they call
Marc.
you parfait, so Marc wants to eat you every day.
Oh. By the way, Marc, I just learned this. Parfait means perfect in French. Just saying.
All right. See, that's Teresa's calling.
All right, girls, what are your favorite foods?
Yeah, what are your favorite foods?
Mine would be wings for the rest of my life.
Chicken wings.
I think mine would be salad.
What? Salad?
I like crave salad.
Really?
And there's just so many.
What type of salad?
My favorite salad of all time, you go to Chop Leaf in Heartland. I used to work there.
Okay.
And I do a design your own, which is heritage mix, cucumbers, crushed pita, cherry tomatoes, quinoa, and chicken. And then you get it with creamy lemon dill dressing.
Everyone has to go get it.
Fire.
Have you heard that? There's going to be people put that in the comments below, just like maybe you're going to have that and so people know what your salad is. So
or the Wendy's Caesar salad, the chicken Caesar with crispy chicken, if I'm feeling unhealthy.
Very nice.
Look at this. Very nice.
Frankie, what about you? I think you're the last one.
Yeah, Frankie, we didn't ask you.
I'm going classic solid hamburger. Can't go wrong.
Just a hamburger. What, plain?
No, not just a plain, but you could customize a burger.
A double matzo. A double matzo.
Marc knows.
A double matzo from A&W.
Marc knows.
All right. And with that, that's the end of the Do I Want to Know podcast for today.
Right.
I would like to first, before we say our goodbyes, thank our two great guests today, Teresa and Larysa.
Thank you.
What were your thoughts? Would you like guys? Anything you want to say?
Thank you for having us on here. We had a lot of fun. It was really exciting. It was everything we hoped it would be.
Yeah.
Everything you would have hoped it would
Yeah,
be.
you guys made us feel very comfortable.
Yeah, it was
for that. It was kind of nerve-wracking, but it was a good experience.
Just a little bit.
Yeah.
For sure. Frankie's got a lot of editing to do. I'm very sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was quite a bit of swearing from Marc's direction coming.
Hey, I'm sorry. I'm going to make it up to you. But Mitch, anything you want to say to close it out?
No, yeah, we just really appreciate you guys coming on the show. You guys were very good. You were very vulnerable, very open with your thoughts on all the topics. So we really do appreciate that. And is there any other questions you guys want? Because I know you might have one question you might want to ask Marc or myself. Any question right now or no? You good?
When is this airing?
What?
When is this airing?
When is this airing?
You see, good. The promoter and Larysa.
There you go.
Well, if you're watching this, depends whenever you watch it. It's airing on Wednesday. So if you're premiering this, Wednesday, May the 27th is when it's premiering. So if you're watching it then, that's great for you. If not, you watch it whenever you want. You want to watch it Thursday, Friday, Saturday. I don't care. But we want to get this up. We want to get this in the trending section. We want to get this out everywhere. So,
I want face to be on billboards. I want
we want to make this
everywhere. I want to be famous.
For sure.
I think that's your job. You're supposed to go put us on a billboard.
Yeah, there you go.
Exactly.
Okay.
We will.
Oh, you guys will be on everyone will be on a billboard.
But we just want to say, yeah, for sure. But we just want to say thank you to all our audience. Like, subscribe, comment, follow the Sport Board on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, wherever it is. And until next time,